I was doing 57 races a year. I drove 84 different types of car. Now these guys drive one type of car per year, or about one car, and do 16, 17 races. Well, that's no job for a man.
And that was, of course, the incomparable Sterling Moss. Hey, Sim Racers! This is Sim Racer, and welcome to another Sim Racer episode. Along the way, the Lotus 49 has become forgotten. And the Lotus 49, of course, is an iconic race car. Colin Chapman, of course, of Lotus fame. Jimmy Clark, which made the Lotus 49 and various variations of the car so famous. And the car that changed F1 racing forever and made it for certain that rear engine cars would dominate the road racing circuit, and especially in F1 racing. And of course that is what we have today, that all of your F1 cars are of rear engine design. The Lotus 49 was what actually started sim racing way back when Dave Kemmer released the project Grand Prix Legends. And that was perhaps the first sim racing game that sim game players stood up and took notice and thought to themselves that sim racing had a future, that sim racing could begin to reach levels of realism that no one previously had really thought about or considered. And indeed, that is exactly what, of course, has happened in the sim racing genre of games. For the Lotus 49, the presence of the car was pretty much forgotten until iRacing delivered, several years ago. I'm not quite sure how long ago it was, but it's been a while. Their version of the Lotus 49. And the iRacing Lotus 49, frankly, is a very, very difficult sim car to race. And because of its difficulty to race it, to drive it, it is not at all a popular sim racing vehicle. And participation levels for the L49, Lotus 49 in iRacing is just downright dismal. Recently I did 4 videos on Automobilista 2, reasons that I opinioned as to why someone might want to consider purchasing Automobilista 2. And of course, in my opinion, is that especially at its price point, why not get it? The Automobilista 2 versions of these rear engine era cars I find difficult to drive. And frankly, they don't offer, for myself, a lot of fun versus where the vast majority of other vehicles in Automobilista 2 I truly enjoy driving, racing, and playing the sim game. So that got me to thinking, and I, in the back of my brain, recalled that there was an Lotus 49 that was drivable and a great deal of fun, and that is the Lotus 49 in Project Cars 2. And so I went back after I gave some thought to this, and I spent a good healthy 6 to 8 hours again racing the Lotus 49 in Project Cars 2. And the entire time I was doing it, I kept wondering why I had not played the car or raced the car in such a long time. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to do a video, quick little video on the iconic Lotus 49 and offer up my opinion that if you'd like to experience the Lotus 49 in a very drivable racing sim, then Project Cars 2 is your best bet. The Lotus 49, it's iconic, and in Project Cars 2 there are some wonderful tracks that are throwback tracks for the era of this car, and it's just a real pleasure. It's really enjoyable to race this car. Now, the particular video that you're looking at is the track of Knox Hill, that I ran this race at. The thing about the Lotus 49 in Project Cars 2 is that you can toss the car around and it is catchable and it behaves well. I've always thought that the Lotus 49 in iRacing, in iRacing, Automobilista 2, and those are the two that come to mind. Maybe there's some other sims out there with the car that in their attempt, I guess, to make the car as realistic as possible, the car is undrivable, and it's virtually, I don't understand that. The car, I don't think in real life is that difficult to drive. Maybe it is, I don't know. But in Project Cars 2, the Lotus 49 is not only drivable, it is really, really fun to drive it, as I take the car right off the track there. But we'll get back on the track and we'll continue on and have fun with it. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this out as a reminder that you don't need to have the Lotus 49 absent from your repertoire of or your collection of racing sim cars. In Project Cars 2, you have a wonderful, drivable Lotus 49 that I really recommend to get, to have, and to race. And so, of course, this prompts me on a curiosity basis if the Lotus 49 is going to be present in Project Cars 3. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, so anyway, if you do have a hankering and or a desire where you'd like to have a great deal of fun with a large variety of varying tracks, well, pick yourself up Project Cars 2. I know that might seem a strange opinion to be throwing out at this point in time with Project Cars 3 just around the bend. But hey, it's the Lotus 49, and if you are a fan of period era F1 cars, guess what? Project Cars 2 is your answer for the Lotus 49, at least in my opinion. Hey, this is Sim Racer. As always, enjoy your pursuits in sim racing. Have fun. And we will see you in our next video.